state pensioners eligible for one-off payment this week up from £200. Big news for state pensioners: a one-off payment is landing this week, and it's just been boosted from £200 to an even higher amount. If you're eligible, this could mean extra cash in your account very soon. But who qualifies? How much will you get? And why is this happening now? Stay tuned, everything you need to know is coming up next, and you won't want to miss it. Welcome back to UK Pension Update, your trusted source for the latest pension news, benefits, and financial updates affecting retirees across the UK. If you're planning for retirement, already receiving your pension, or just want to stay ahead of the changes, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's important update. So, what's this payment all about? Why is it happening now? Who qualifies, and how will you get it? Stick with me because I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this one-off state pension payment, explain the reasons behind it, and share tips on how to make sure you get yours without any hassle. First off, let's talk about the payment itself. Originally, there were talks about a £200 one-off payment aimed at helping pensioners cope with rising living costs. But the government recently announced that the amount has been increased, which means more money in the pockets of eligible pensioners. This move comes amid growing concerns about inflation, rising energy bills, and the overall cost of living crisis that has been hitting everyone hard, especially those on fixed incomes like many retirees. This one-off payment is part of a wider set of measures designed to provide financial support to vulnerable groups, and pensioners are front and center because many are struggling to keep up with day-to-day expenses. For context, state pensioners often rely heavily on fixed, guaranteed income from the government, and unlike people who are still working, they have fewer ways to boost their income when prices rise sharply. Now, who exactly qualifies for this payment? The government has set clear eligibility criteria to make sure that those who need it most get the support. Typically, if you're receiving the state pension, you will qualify automatically. No extra application is needed in many cases. This includes people on the basic state pension, the new state pension, and certain related benefits. However, there are some specific requirements and nuances you need to be aware of. For example, you usually need to be receiving your state pension as of a particular cut-off date, which the government will specify. In addition, the payment might not be available to those who are getting certain other types of pensions or benefits, so it's essential to check the official guidelines to be sure. One of the best things about this payment is that it's automatic for most people. That means you don't have to apply or fill out any forms. If you're eligible, the money will be sent to you directly, either into your bank account or as a check, depending on how you usually receive your pension payments. This makes the process quick and hassle-free, so pensioners can get the extra cash without jumping through hoops. For those who do need to apply, or who aren't sure if they qualify, the government website and official helplines will provide detailed information and support. It's a good idea to check your eligibility early so you don't miss out on this payment. Now, let's talk about the timing. The payment is scheduled to be made this week, which means it's happening right now, and you should keep an eye out for it. If you haven't seen it hit your account or received a notification yet, don't panic. Payments are often staggered over several days or weeks to manage the large volume of recipients. If you usually receive your pension by bank transfer, expect the payment to appear alongside your regular pension payment or shortly thereafter. If you receive your pension by check or postal order, the payment may come separately, so be sure to check your mail carefully. This one-off payment is not just about immediate financial relief, it also signals a shift in how the government is responding to the economic pressures facing pensioners. Over recent years, many pensioners have raised concerns that their state pension income isn't keeping pace with rising costs. While annual pension increases help, sudden spikes in expenses like energy bills can cause real hardship. By increasing this one-off payment from the originally proposed £200 to a higher amount, the government is acknowledging the severity of these challenges. It's a recognition that pensioners need targeted support, especially during difficult economic times. But what does this mean going forward? Will there be more payments like this? Will pension increases be bigger in the future? While nothing is guaranteed yet, experts believe that this payment could be a sign of more tailored support on the way for pensioners, possibly including more frequent or larger payments tied to cost of living changes. In fact, this one-off payment might be just the start of a broader strategy to provide additional financial security for retirees. With inflation remaining a concern and energy prices fluctuating, many expect the government to continue monitoring the situation and responding with further measures if necessary. This also raises important questions about long-term pension policy and whether the current state pension system adequately supports the needs of retirees in an evolving economy. As living costs rise and demographics shift, policymakers will likely need to balance sustainability with fairness, ensuring that pensioners can maintain a decent standard of living without overburdening public finances. Now, let's get practical and talk about what pensioners can do to prepare for this payment and maximize its benefits. First, make sure your personal details, including your bank information and address, are up to date with the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP. This will help avoid delays or issues in receiving the payment. Second, keep an eye on official communications. The DWP and other government bodies will provide updates via letters, emails, and official websites. Be cautious about scams or fraudulent messages. The government will never ask for your bank details or personal information via unsolicited emails or phone calls. Third, think about how to use this one-off payment wisely. While it might be tempting to spend it quickly, consider whether you can use it to pay down any outstanding bills, especially energy costs, or to build a small emergency fund. That way, the money can provide longer-lasting financial security. Finally, if you're a carer or someone who supports a pensioner, help them check their eligibility and ensure they receive this payment. Sometimes older people might miss important communications or have difficulty navigating the process, so your support could make a big difference. It's also worth noting that this payment might have implications for other benefits or taxes. While it's generally designed to be a non-taxable payment, it's always a good idea to check if receiving this one-off sum could affect any means-tested benefits you're on or tax obligations you might have. So, to wrap up, this week's one-off payment to state pensioners, now increased from £200, is a significant development designed to help millions deal with rising living costs. It's automatic for most eligible pensioners, easy to receive, and timed to arrive very soon. While this payment won't solve every financial challenge pensioners face, it's a welcome boost at a crucial time. If you or someone you know is eligible, keep an eye out for the payment, make sure your details are up to date, and consider how best to use the money to improve your financial situation. Thanks for watching UK Pension Update. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an important pension update. Got questions or want to share your experience? Drop a comment below. I read everyone. Until next time, take care, stay informed, and keep planning for a secure retirement.